Hello, this is Simracing Corner. So on the table I have a gear shifter tactile mod to show you, and I do have something very similar to like this already set up on the sim rig. However, since my gear shifter arm is right next to the wall, I can't really film it. So I made this up just as a just to show you how it works and give you my opinions of this type of mod. So just go through the parts quickly. We have a body shaker, base shaker there. So yeah, they're really cheap, they're really pretty decent. And connecting the wires to that, we have this very nice, I need to be careful where to hold this because it's an open frame on the side. Yeah, they're really cheap and very powerful amplifier. I have put a video out on this, so I'll put a link in the description to this because it is a very good, cheap, under £10, 200 watt amp, 100 watts per channel, and it does work well with bass shakers, so I would recommend that. Feeding in the audio signal, we have a cheap USB sound card. That's about £2 or £3, and yeah, and that's connected to SimHub. One good feature of SimHub is you can pipe through a single effect to a single channel on your amplifier, well, effectively to the sound card, of course. And I do have other bass shakers on my sim rig under the pedal deck, and they're feeding through different effects. So for this bass shaker, it's simply the gear shifter effect, and it's not completely wasted using just this whole setup just for a single bass shaker, because I can actually put another. It's two channels, so I can effectively attach another bass shaker, and in SimHub tune it so a different effect is going through that particular channel, so that bass shaker is picking up different set of effects. So for instance, a good setup would be having this on your gear arm and then having the other bass shaker under the pedals or under the seats, and they're all feeding different effects. So there you go. It's yeah, it works pretty well. It does work pretty well. I can certainly tell when I turn the volume off on here and I just shift, it certainly feels less interesting. The tactile is coming through. It's vibrating through the 8020. And I'm getting a subtle feeling. I wouldn't say it's really strong, partly to do with the 8020 being a very stiff material. So yeah, it's not much I can do about that. You could think of ways on how to maybe isolate this along with the gear shifter, depending on your gear shifter, and then you could have a much more stronger effect coming through it. Of course, another feature of this, using this type of mod, is you do have an audio output. As you can hear, we're getting a bit of a banging noise from the transducer. So you get both a tactile and an audio effect when you're shifting through the gears. On my sim rig, I'm using a rec horn bass shaker, which I would say isn't the best option for this mod. I think the body shaker is actually a really good option, because the rec horn and say a butt kicker, they're slightly harsher on the effects, partly because they hit an end stop, where on this body shaker it's just free to move around, and therefore it's less kind of a noisy effect coming through. So I kind of like this. I might actually put this on the gear shifter underneath where I've located the rec horn currently, because I think this is I prefer this over the rec horn. What I'll do, I will add my, and just to demonstrate actually the difference in sound output from this effect, just to get a few more of those in, I will, I'll put my butt kicker on here, and then you can just see the difference on the effect. So let's try that now. Okay, with the butt kicker installed, I have to say I prefer the body shaker over the butt kicker. To me, the sound, it sounds like a bus, and the tactile's okay, but along with that audio noise, which just sounds strange to me, I don't like it. I prefer the sound coming from the actual body shaker here, so I prefer that. And it's a similar experience, to be honest, with the rec horn, which is currently installed on the Sim rig. It's very much like this, and I haven't been able to tune it to a point when I felt it was absolutely perfect. So what I need to do really is install this, replace the SimCat. Am I going to replace you, SimCat? Anyway, I'm going to turn that off so you don't get electrocuted. You in or out? In or out? In or out of the picture? There you go, there's some tactile cat effects. Right, anyway. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Cat, what are you doing? Right, let's get back to this. Yeah, she's attacking the microphone now. God damn you, cat. God damn you. Anyway, yes, yeah, I don't like the effects coming from this. I think what I'm going to do is install this on the sim rig arm, on the gear shifter arm, where the rec horn is currently installed, because like I said, the effect, it feels similar to this one currently, and it seems a bit odd to me. And I have tuned it in SimHub. You can tune the frequency hertz of any given effect. So I've already done that, because the settings for this is different to this, and this is about as good as I could get it. And yeah, it's a bit odd. Okay, when I lift it off the table, obviously it's a slightly different effect. Because obviously not going through the table here, but it still feels buzzy. Yeah, not keen on that, but Kicker, you're not very good for my gear shifter mod, but body shaker is actually pretty good for that. So yeah, your mileage will vary depending on your setup, depending on your the base shaker, the placement of the base shaker, of course, and of course the material that we're trying to push those effects through. Yeah, and I can hear it there. Yeah, you can hear it's actually vibrating through the table as well. It's just not snagged a while there. But anyway, yeah, interesting experiment. I thought I'd test it out and show you. Maybe it's a mod you thought about. It's something I have considered for a long time, and finally got around to kind of testing it out, because you know, setting this up is quite a hassle. So it took me a while to kind of get to get around to be bothered to actually put this much effort into setting this all up. But yeah, interesting. Whoops, I just disconnected the shifter. Well, it's dead now. Okay, never mind. Anyway, guys, well, I'll end the video now. Leave comments below the video. Let me know if you've tried this mod. Maybe tell me how you've set it up, and if you think it's any good. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple of days with some more content, of course. So check back soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So yeah, take care. Until next time, happy simming and bye-bye.